you're doing good today. You might notice that there has been a slight change of plans if you had seen the title from before. Unfortunately, the Borderlands streams and the Baldur's Gate streams will not be lined up because Cosmic is not feeling good today, so without Cosmic we can't really play Baldur's Gate. I guess I'm playing Borderlands by myself, so we are still playing that, but yeah, Baldur's Gate will be, unfortunately, not available today, but, you know, hopefully we'll get back to it soon enough. But for today, it's just gonna be, since I'm on my own, will mostly just be me trying to get all my guns back to level. So I'll be farming the Herald, a Bada Boom, even though it really fucking sucks. I just realized my Rough Rider isn't even on level, so maybe I should get a better Rough Rider, at the one that's at least 72. Kind of sucks because the parts on this one are, or at least I recognize the pangolin one, so that's pretty good on that, I'm pretty sure, because it's all HP. And we need a better fastball, so we'll be doing that. We'll probably start off with the Herald and the fastball, since those are 2-in-1, so let's get right to it. But yeah, since Cosmic isn't here today and it's just mostly going to be a farming stream, it's probably going to be very low energy today, and it probably won't be too long either. Finally, grenade. I was looking around Sanctuary to get some grenades, but I just realized I was all out. Here we go. Oh, okay, he's already here. I'm gonna open that up first so I can try to get some grenades though. So, the bully monk can still, keep whacking at him. There we go. Nothing so far, but that's no surprise. One has this ever drop on the first try, at least this time around. I don't know why, but, my luck for the Herald has not been good lately, even though I'm usually pretty lucky with it. Oh yeah, and today's Tuesday, so I guess. God damn it, I did it again. I knew by the time he like fucking jumped on me, I was gonna bring myself down, but too late. I really hate enemies that just bounce at you. Yeah, usually we start off with some Genshin because of the server stuff, but luckily we don't have to deal with that today. That's the only good thing that comes out of that. It's also been so long since I've streamed on my own, so it's kind of weird. Because ever since the Genshin streams, Cosmic and I have been streaming together, so a little weird to say the least. Alright, nothing on any of these runs. Okay. If we do happen to get lucky with our drops, which I mean, I really doubt that we will, but if we do, we can also go to the Snowman DLC. because I really need some money after farming the raid bosses. Yeah. Pretty poor. I was also thinking that maybe we can get a bee for myself just because the bee makes everything go faster in terms of like farming the snowman, so maybe for a snowman bee, but it's not particularly necessary, but it does make things faster. I don't need a good bee or anything, I just need a bee, so that shouldn't even be that hard. It's like I do have a bee from the snowman DLC, but that rhymed. But it's like level 59, so it's like I hate these bandit technical skins. They're so like I don't know how I don't have all of them yet, but they're really annoying. They drop all the time. And it's like, do I like those two skins looked practically the same, so I don't know what that even changed. It's also for the cars. It's like, who even really pays attention to that? Dang, that guy like ate away at my HP in like 2 shots.
Delivered a feast.
Jeez. Throw back to that one stream where I got 2 divas in one stream. When can we get that again? Oh yeah, and another thing that I saw recently is that apparently Twitch now allows multi-platform streaming, and I think that would be a good idea to do because I mean it's very low effort. You really just stream on both Twitch and YouTube. But the problem with that is that I'm a little scared about how much internet it costs to do with that. Like it sounds like a really great idea, but I feel like it'll just drain my gigabytes on my internet plan. And because with my streaming already, like I'm already hitting like almost max every month. So to do it on both Twitch and YouTube, probably not the greatest idea. Unfortunately, even though it just sounds like such a great idea because I know a lot of people watch on Twitch. Even though I personally prefer YouTube, I mean like it would be very nice to have that like that chat community that Twitch has with like its emotes and all that stuff, right? But oh my god. It's a lot bully mode. But in terms of what is going on with my game? Okay. In terms of just overall streaming though, I think I prefer YouTube because at least with YouTube excuse me, I'm very phlegmy. Sorry about that, but The ads on Twitch are just way too aggressive. I feel like since I'm still a really small channel, a lot of people wouldn't want to watch my streams because of the ads. Because I mean, even I wouldn't really sit through like what 2 minutes of ads to watch a streamer that I haven't watched before yet. And I mean, I don't even really do that for streamers I do like Germa and stuff. I still don't really like Germa and Doug. Like their streams are really fun, but Twitch is just not. It's just not it in terms of ads and stuff. So I feel like that might not also be that great for me. But I do love the way chat works on Twitch. It's kind of annoying that YouTube doesn't have the same stuff as Twitch does with the emotes. I mean, I know membership will eventually be a thing when I hit 500, but that'll be not until a while. I know I'm getting there, but my subscriber count has slowed down a bit, so it'll be a slow grind to say the least. Oh, Jesus, how did I not hit any of them? What the heck? What was that? Oh, is it the car? I didn't know the car exploded. Jesus, it's really taking a long time to load each time. But yeah, I would love to have custom emotes because I think emotes are just fun. Which, you know, speaking of which, I mean, I was working on my, having my own Discord server, but I mean, it's practically done. I still need to do some tweaking in terms of, like, adding who my mods are and everything, but I totally forgot about it, not gonna lie. But, maybe that'll be out soon. Hopefully. But yeah, stuff like Discord where you have like your own emotes. It's funny because I always have custom emotes in all the servers that I have with my friends. So every time I'm not in the servers, I'm like, oh, I wish I could use this one emote, but I refuse to pay for Discord Nitro, so not happening. Nitro is such a ripoff anyways. Like, I feel like the stuff that they have stuck behind a paywall shouldn't even be things that it should be stuck behind a paywall, but you know what? So it'll be anyways. Okay. Ugh, I want that grenade. Okay, I feel like the server maintenance stuff is what's causing this to really be fucked up. So this might be an even longer thing because it doesn't seem to be going away. Yeah, after we get the fastball and a Herald, at this point I don't really care about Herald as long as it's like a decent one. May we pray that we never see this road ever again. Cole's not being very lovingly today either. Nothing. What is that shield though?
No rest.
But anyways, back to the whole membership stuff. I have no idea what the membership looks like on YouTube, so I know it's similar to Twitch where you have to like pay to have the membership, but I mean like hopefully I can like tweak the how expensive it is, because yeah, I know I mean I do want this to be like my full-time job, but I also don't want like community engagement being locked behind a paywall, you know? So if I could, I would like only have it to be like $1 or something. Like $5. It's nothing like super egregious. Well, even $5 seems like a lot, so you know. Oh boy, another car skin. How exciting. Maybe I should change my car skin for good luck actually, since they keep giving me stupid skins. Damn. Got caught up there. Oh yes, okay. I was like, I knew I wanted to do something. Yes, that's right. Change the color of the... Okay. We just got this one. It's kind of ugly. I feel like, I had way more than this. The written metal one's not too bad. Maybe do that. Oh, whoops. Wrong gun. But yeah, I have to think of what I want to stream after Borderlands, because we're coming up to the end pretty soon. I think like after Tiny Tina, then we really will only have the raid bosses to do for fun. And that being said, I won't do the DLC raid bosses. I was thinking of just doing like fucking Terramorphous and stuff like that, but I have to think about what game I want to play, because I know we're going to play some more Baldur's Gate, because we want to do an evil run, and then we want to do a third run to redo Karlach's romance, because, you know, the way it locked me out of it was just so bullshit. But, I need to think about what else I want to play. I know, I mean, we are going to play Phasmophobia on this weekend for Halloween, and then probably... Ooh! I think honestly... Yeah, it does damage. I think... which one's a good one? if not deeper. Is it hard or is it intense? I'll keep going unless I get a fastball, then we can leave because I might as well just hit up the other farms. But until then, I probably will keep doing Herald too because I don't think intense is that great. Well, I mean, the deep is always like good for like anything, like no matter what the prefix is. But at least since this is gonna be like the last Herald we're going to get, we might as well get the like a good one, you know. I was expecting there to be a Bullymon there, but no. Because usually I use the Bullymon as like a stopper. Like I hit it and then I slow down. But no, no Bullymon. Jesus. I don't see anything. Maybe changing the card color really did give me a little luck. Since I got the Herald right after changing it. But not the best luck. So I'm still not getting the fastball. I haven't done my badass springs in a while. I should probably do that too. You know what? Let's do it right now. This shield stuff is like literally useless for me, so I'm not even going to do it. Yeah, my bonus stats literally, there is no shield capacity thing there. So I've not picked it up once because I know that having slow recharge on Krieg is good, but you know, that'll eventually bite me in the ass when I'm playing other characters. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Oh man, I didn't even run up with going on. Oh, okay, never mind, I did there. Wow, that hit him, but the first one didn't? That one didn't either? Oh my god, I am fucking up. Jesus, all that and he didn't even drop it. Typical. Yeah, I feel like the most important thing to get out of today's farm is the fastball, since you know that is my main damage dealer. It wasn't really working for Hyperius, but I mean the build doesn't really work out well for raid bosses.
I embrace the flame.
But I mean, all things considered, it kind of held up, you know. So long as I'm like moving around. It would 100% not work for the dragons though, but that raid boss is just broken. There's like nothing good about it. It's so unfair.
Out through your chest.
I kind of had a feeling that was gonna happen.
I'm back.
She wears that. Okay. I knew it was a class mod, but I didn't know it. I couldn't see if it was explosive or not. Oop, I see her. It's been a while.
Stack the frenzy. Do it.
This bitch is really following me out, huh?
Hey y'all, what's the new to prove? Get your ride. I'm back there, it's fraud.
That's what it gets for following me. Sometimes it's hard if I slag them if I don't like get catch on fire. Well, the monster aren't over there either, huh? Nothing. Okay. Oh, well, it seems that the main menu's finally back to normal. Seems it's loading pretty fast there. Oh boy, I kind of overdid it. I'm glad that this guy isn't like automatically aggroed when you first enter. Poor dude. But I do appreciate it because I get to set up on him. So long as he doesn't jump at me, it's a pretty easy kill. Actually, was the Herald even on level? No, wow, it wasn't. So it's not even that good. I was like being like, oh, you know, it's like D, it's okay if it's not the right prefix, but it isn't even on level, so yeah, we're gonna need another one, never mind. Jeez, bull, come on. No, at least I'm not horribly poor anymore, no, though, actually. I have 6 million. I mean, 6 million isn't a lot, but, you know. It's better than... Ooh. That was weird. You know, like, but as long as I'm above 1 million, I'm okay. I'm happy. Nothing. I'm still really annoyed with the Lilith DLC, though. I don't think I'll ever not be annoyed by that. Like, just not being able to go up to level 80 is such a cripple to the build. I feel like I'm like so much squishier without it. I mean, I did respec, so I do have the proper healing, but it's like it's still not that great. Because if I am sacking the damage. For the healing. And even though the Grog Nozzle is good for healing, I don't want to like constantly be like holding on, like hugging it, you know? I want to be able to use my other guns. So I do have the baby maker on, so the Grog Nozzle for slagging not too bad there. Come on. There we go. Still nothing though. That's just iridium. I wonder if there's a way to differentiate the purple from iridium from purple weapons. I'm sure there is, which is... No, maybe I should use the runner. Maybe that will give me more luck. Oopsies. So, okay, good. It teleported me to the other side. I was about to say, I think I trapped myself. Nope. Put me inside on this one. Oh, never mind. That ricochet got him. 100% planned. But going back to the games that I like thinking of playing after this, I've always wanted to be really good at Osu. So maybe I should try doing that. But I played a little bit of it. It's fucking hard. I am usually really good at rhythm games, but I cannot read the like Osu. Like I don't know why it is so difficult to differentiate where all the notes are, because maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, but it's hard to tell where the notes are because a lot of them are on top of each other, and I mean I can barely see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing on the notes because of how small it is and how like some maps are where it's like to the color of whatever the person coded it to, and the colors are sometimes way too light to even see the number. So it's like, man, I can't see anything. But I do want to get good at Osu. So I think it's just me not being used to the to how the whatchamacallit, the notes look. This one's pretty slick. I like the color of that one. Oh, this one's nice. Let's do this one. Yeah, I can't see anything in Osu. So that'll be a struggle. That's like actual like month-long practice shit. So I don't know if I do want to stream that because I feel like it's just gonna be so bad to watch as like a viewer. Because I tried it out, I can't even play. Like, okay, the thing is that if I play it on the lowest, like the easiest setting, it's a bit too easy. But then if I play on the next level, that one's too hard. So I don't even know how to train for Osu. Because I'm also the type of person where it's like, if it's not a song that I like, I just generally don't want to play. And all the songs that they like give you to like start off with, I'm sorry, but they fucking suck. Osu, the music that they play like on launch and stuff like that, like if the Osu type music is just not my, what did I get caught on? It's just not my type of music. I don't like the whole, like I listen to a lot of Japanese music, so it's not like I'm not a weeb myself, but the type, I hate like the EDM anime girl music. It fucking blows. I don't know how they listen to that shit. That kind of hurts my ears. Okay, I saw that rock come, but I wanted to look over here for grenades. Nothing. Oh, wrong car. Hold on. I gotta try out the runner for some good luck. But yeah, I mean, I look into it, to Osu, and there's like already like a lot of people are like, hey, how do I get good at Osu? And they have like, oh, we have beginner packs that you can download where it's like all the easy songs that you can practice on. But all the songs suck. I really do not like the genre of music that Osu generally has. Like, the great thing about Osu is that since it's like people make maps, you pretty much are, you know, it's not guaranteed to have all the songs that you like, because it kind of just depends if there has been a person who has made a map for the song that you want, but generally there will be a map for a song. Like, my favorite, like, artist that is Himehina, and they're really, really obscure and not that popular, but there's songs on Osu that already have maps, so if I can find Himehina songs on there, you'll probably find what you're looking for. But that being said, it's also a thing where it's not too great because it's just a bunch of people mapping as well. And some people are great mappers. A lot of people aren't. So when I was playing these maps, since they were like on top of each other, I was like, I don't know if it's just me being bad or if the map's bad, because I generally cannot see anything. So that's another problem. But that literally could just be a skill issue, honestly. Boom. But yeah, I might try that on stream, maybe just a little bit, I'm not too sure. Another game that I have been meaning to play was Cyberpunk, but I didn't buy it when it was on sale, even though I should have, so that's a little ugh, too. I might as well wait, because, you know, it's going to go on sale, I'm sure. Eventually. Just not now, since the DLC just came out. But, considering that it's still kinda fucked up, it'll probably go on sale. Yeah, definitely should have bought it when it was. It was only like 60 for the bundle. So it's basically just buying the base game and like getting the DLC for free. Another game that I need to play is Hades. I haven't played that before. And it's been like heavily recommended to me by my friends. I've also been meaning to replay the Xenoblade games. I don't know if I want to play replay 1 because I really don't like 1. Well, okay, I like it to a certain point in the story. Okay, shouldn't even be a surprise because I did say it on when I was playing through Future Redeem on stream. But I fucking hate Fiora. I hate that bitch so much that she honestly ruined 1 for me. Like, 1 is really good. The gameplay is probably my least favorite out of all the Xenoblades, but the story and the writing are still good. But Fiora ruined the whole entire game for me. I do not like her one bit. She is just the type of female character that I absolutely hate. The one that's her whole entire personality is nothing but the main character. And I really hate characters like that. Like, I'm rewatching Naruto, and every time Hinata's on the scene or on the screen, I want to fucking pull my hair out because all she says is Naruto, and she doesn't do anything. She's not helpful at all. In fact, all she ever her getting pummeled during the pain arc was so hilarious. And during the when they're fighting Madara and Naruto's getting whisked away by Gaara and is getting healed by Sakura, Hinata's like, oh my god, what's happening to him? And then one of her team's like, don't you have the Byakugan? Use your fucking eyes, bitch. And she's like, oh yeah. And then she uses it, and then she's like, he's dying. And she's like, no, Naruto! And chases after him, but fucking face one. She like tripped and fucking falls on her face. I was like, there's no way. The author has to hate her to do her this dirty. It's incredible how dirty they do her, but at the same time, it's so man. Okay, you bully monster. I don't see a herald. Yeah, boo. No, I have a better one. But yeah, I just hate characters that are just, their whole entire romantic interest is their whole personality. They're boring, they're annoying, it's just not good. Fiora is like that. I don't know which one is worse, if I'm being honest. Because even as annoying as Hinata is and as useless as she is, Fiora is a bitch, and at least Hinata isn't that. So it really kind of teeters to both ways when I think about it. So I really don't know which one I hate more. And there'll be people who argue like, oh no, Fiora's not that big of a bitch. You know, she gets better. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, yeah, she gets better because this is gonna be spoilers, but so don't listen if you're ever planning on playing Xenoblade 1. Even though I'm not giving it a good rep, I still recommend it. But because Fiora comes back, and she's like a mech because she got transformed into one of the mechons. Her lifespan is short, so she's like always like, oh, if I die, look after Shulk and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh. But I mean, even then, it's just so good. And just so good. I just hate her. I don't know what else to say other than that. I just hate her. She's just not a good character. And she was a bitch to Ryan at the beginning, and Ryan's my boy, so that's the greatest sin of all, really. Unforgivable. And the way fucking Xenoblade 1 does Melia so dirty just because they want to give Shulk, or give Fiora Shulk, is just ugh. Like, I'm fine with Melia not winning. Like, I don't want her whole entire personality to be about Shulk either. But the way they did her so dirty was what gets me so upset about it. Like, the whole her, like, turning to Shulk because she's worried about him, and then seeing him hold hands with Fiora and run past her and not acknowledge her. I can't believe it! So freaking stupid! I'll never forgive Fiora's ass for that either. Melia's just so much better anyways. It's just ugh. And even, I feel like, even though Takahashi did Melia horribly, he probably prefers Melia so much over her. Because Melia had Future Connected, and that was a whole freaking epilogue to the first game with Shulk. There we go. And then she's also in Xenoblade 3, so how could you not love her? She has so much more development screen time than Fiora ever did. If I were to tell you what development Fiora had, I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know what she had. She didn't have any, if I'm being honest. I got really heated up about that, Mubby. I just hate Fiora, man. She ruined the game for me. I'll never forgive her for it. Like, when Xenoblade 1, like the remake at the very least, first came out, I was playing that game basically the whole day. Like, there was one time where I played it for 18 hours straight in one day. Like, I would average around 13 hours a day. But once I hit the whole Fiora's alive, actually, part of the story, it went down to like 8 hours, which is still a lot for a day, I will admit, but that wasn't me tackling the main story. That was just me doing side quests because I didn't want to progress the story, because I didn't want to see Fiora. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to play Xenoblade 1. Great game, all in all, but Fiora can fuck off. I wish she died, for real. After a fucking Mechon face just chomped on her, I wish, oh damn, kind of flew. I just wish Fiora stayed dead. Man! Absolutely nothing. Alright.
Let's get you rolling.
But yeah, so if I go back into replaying all of Xenoblade, the first one might be an if. I really cannot stand Fiora. I don't know how anyone likes her. I don't know how anyone even finds that she has a personality, because her whole entire personality is just Shulk. And it's just, ugh. So yeah, I don't know. Two is obviously a definite. 2 and 3 are like my favorite games ever. So that's a no biggie, as well as the DLCs. Well, maybe not feature connected because I just played that, but then again, yeah. That was my first game to stream, so I mean, I don't know, maybe I won't stream that because I already have it on the channel. But so I might stream feature redeemed on my own, or not stream play. I feel like I need to replay it anyways because, well, honestly, I should probably play Xenosaga before that because I know there's stuff from Xenosaga and I still haven't played it, even though I really should. I was like hopeful baking on Xenosaga to be remade, but at this point I really don't think it is. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is, but it doesn't look too hot. So I think I might have to play Xenosaga on my own as well. I mean, maybe I'll stream it, but in terms of when I say on my own, it's just not waiting for a remake is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Dude,
It's strangling time.
why have I not gotten a single fastball? And have only gotten one herald? This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with my Borderlands luck anymore. I feel like at this point the game hates me too. But yeah, I love Xenoblade 1 and 2. They're such great games. I mean, 2 is kind of more of a guilty pleasure. Like, it's one of my favorite games ever, but every time I recommend it to someone, I'm kind of like, oh, you have to look past the anime aspects. I promise. It's good, it's good. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's fucking bladed! Never mind, not good. Also, I hate this site on it. I don't know what site this is. It's just like Vladoff doll. I don't know what site this is. But I hate it. And then his favorite site. No, Vladoff is the scope, so I think that is doll. I think I like Malawan's site the best out of all the sites in the game, at least for Crystal. But I do like Malawan's site on SMGs as well. Torque's site is nice as well.
has like Hyperion sights too, but that's mostly on snipers. If they're on any other gun, like a pistol, it looks kind of weird. If it's not a Hyperion gun. Flat off is okay. Or wait, is that Tedior actually? Maybe it's not Doll. I think it might be Tedior. I don't know. After all of the years of playing Borderlands, I still don't know my like the prefixes and sites completely. I mean, I feel like most people don't know that, as if you're like a casual fan, but for all the times that I've played this game, I feel like I should know. But that's a good jet explosion. Yeah, I don't know my sights. I also don't know my grips either. Or my stocks. But I think the stocks is a little bit less important compared to sight and grip. Like there are some that you could like obviously tell like, oh yeah, that is definitely Hyperion, or that's Malawan. Those ones are easy, but the other ones, like the ones like Ladoff and stuff like that, it's kind of, I can't tell really. TDR is easy to tell on shotguns because it's very like boxy. I can't really tell you anything else other than that though. But going back to Xenoblade 2, it is... I honestly don't know if I like 3 or 2 more. I think 3 has the better story by far, because 2, the story's great, but it only really gets good after like the 3rd chapter. I mean, 1 and 2 are great too, but chapter 3 is just fucking awful. Like, I tried really hard to like Tora because he's a Nopon and I love all Nopons, but Tora really fucking... He really tests me sometimes. How? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's enough that you dropped it. Okay. There was a lot going on in that last second. Yeah, with Tora, I really try to like him because I do like the whole idea that he made his own blade because he wanted to be a driver, and it's unfair that Nopons can't be drivers too. And the whole him looking up to Rex because he's the person who I mean, he is the Aegis' driver, so he looks up to him because he's like the person that most would aspire to, and it's like that part where Rex is like beginning to give up because he has the strength to carry on, and Tora tells him that like, oh, you can't give up because I look up to you and stuff like that. You're the person who like really motivated me to continue becoming a driver, and that's like really sweet. But then he does the stupid maid shit with Poppy, and I can't. Why? It's so bad. Like. And the thing is, I also like Poppy a lot too. I think she's adorable, and the idea of her between each stage is her growing up. It's a story about maturing and growing up, basically. But why do they have to sexualize it? It's so creepy. You can't tell a story about growing up and just ruin it with sexualization. It's just not, it's not a good idea, because then it just makes you seem like a creep. Like, just the idea, the little Poppy, and then her next stage is like a fucking maid, and then Cutie Pie is that. Like, I like the design, but when you think about it all together, it's just gross. All of Tora is just... I really want to like Tora because he has some really sweet moments, but yeah, it's not it. Huh? Wait, what? I don't think he dropped it, but if he were to drop it, where did Luke go? I'm just gonna assume he didn't. There's no fastball somewhere. Because if there were, it's fucking gone. It's in the stratosphere. But I mean, I didn't see orange when he exploded, so I think we're okay. Is that another? Okay, I already have that one. Just gonna double check though. I don't see anything. Okay, well, that was weird. Ew. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, 2 is an amazing game. The exploration is phenomenal. The music is so good, and the last half of Xenoblade 2 hits really hard. Like when I was going, I mean, I still don't like Pyra and Mithra's design, but them as characters are just amazing. Their story arc is so good. And at first, I didn't like the whole Mithra and Pyra split, because I like when I was first playing through it, I was like, why didn't you just make it that like Mithra's like the true form and stuff like that? And I mean, Numa is technically the true form, so technically Mithra is even that, but I just thought it's like, oh, maybe it's just like an alter ego thing, but it's like still one person, you know? It's like someone she's like pretending to be, but and I mean, I still like kind of think that's like better than having them be separate, but I think their story is still really good. Just the whole idea of them having basically an identity crisis and stuff like that is really good. Because just I really hate Pyra and Mithra's design. Mithra's design actually kind of grew on me over the years, but Pyra's just really just and I kind of wish they went with her concept art design because it's really cute. And I think it looks better than what she has now, but I can appreciate it now that I've like kind of thought about it and stuff like that, because Pyra's design is, well, actually I should start on Mithra's design. Mithra's design is designed to be very symmetrical, perfectly even, you know, something that fits her role as an Aegis. Especially when the light Aegis. But Pyra's design is also purposely designed to be very unsymmetrical, especially with her design. The green X is only on one side of her. Her scarf is uneven and stuff like that. So it kind of just represents how Pyra, even though she's technically the good side of Mithra, she's still incomplete, and that no matter how hard she tries to shape herself into like the perfect person because of her guilt over what she's done in the past, it's still not the right thing to do because she will never be complete that way. And oh, that's just so good. I love that. I just wish the design was so ugly, but you know, so good. So yeah, I've come to appreciate Pyra and Mithra a lot over the years. Like I liked them before, but I'm always like, oh, why do they have to look like that? Ugh, why do they, like, what was the point of having them like this? But now I appreciate them. I at first didn't even really like Mithra that much because in the whole story of 2, she honestly didn't feel like she had much of a presence at all. She like came in being like, oh, why did you summon me? I didn't want to be here, blah blah blah. And I understand her temperament and stuff like that. But it felt like she didn't really have that much chemistry with the rest of the game. Outside, like, if you do Blade quests, and yeah, sure, but if you're going strictly by the story, it just felt like it was just Pyra, really. Oh my god, you guys, stop whacking them. Oh, what was I saying? Pyra and my friend, yeah, so Mithra, I felt like she didn't really have that much chemistry with the party, apart from her just yelling at them because she's, oh, the Tsundere, well, blah blah blah. But I loved her in Torna. Torna made her into such an amazing character. Like, I always kind of liked Pyra more, but that's just because her chemistry with the main cast was stronger than Mithra and base game. But if I were to look at it with both Torna and the main game, Mithra is the better character, honestly. Like, a part of me just wants to stick to Pyra because, you know, that's my girl. I chose her first, so I have to stick with her, but objectively speaking, I think Mithra is the better character. Her design for the redesign for Smash is also great. The way they added the black leggings, it really finishes her design. So yeah, I really like them, and again, back to the main point that their store really ramps up near the end, and it's just so good. Ooh. It's gonna be stiff because of stability. No, it's 70. Stop it. Yeah, speaking of grips, if I'm not mistaken, that grip is Hyperion. Because Hyperion's stability, I don't remember actually, maybe I'm lying. But if it's like a lawn like that, that's usually stability. And then the sight is flat off, I'm pretty sure. And then stock is Bandit. Yeah. I think that's it. Could be completely wrong. Don't take my word for it. But you know, no matter what, between Pyra and Mithra, the best girl is really Nia, so no need to talk about competitions there. It's always gonna be Nia best girl. But one other thing that I really fucking hate they did with the characters from 2 is that they made it that stupid fucking weird harem shit at the end of 3. Like, when I first saw that picture getting leaked on Twitter, I was like, this looks so bad. There's no way this is real, because it generally did look like a fucking bad picture. Like, they just took the models from the game and like put it together. It literally looked like it was ripped off of DeviantArt. But it turned out to be real. So that's gross. I will never. Ugh. And then Pyra and Mithra's English voice actor is such a real one. She's like, no, that's weird because Pyra and Mithra are like siblings. I was like, thank you. What she put wrong though is that she was like, oh, it's Rex and Pyra. No, it's Rex and Nia. That's my vote. That's my take, and my take is right. So. You can't deny that. In my noggin, that's the way it goes. And that's the way it'll be. I didn't get much grenades out of that. Oh god, I'm stuck. Don't be stuck. There you go. But yeah, as much as I like to criticize 2 for its questionable plot points, I still really love it. And it's honestly the game that really got me into wanting to critique like video games and make videos on it, because a lot of people still don't want to play Xenoblade because of all the stuff that they feel about it. They're like, oh, this game looks so stupid, it's just anime trash. And like, I understand that, but the things that, especially on Twitter, like this is a meme in the fucking Xenoblade community, but the scenes that they always pick out from it's like, oh, look at this shit, this is so stupid, how can anyone play this? It's always the one from Korra's Blade Quest where she's like forced to dance with Mithra as like a punishment, and like that's supposed to be like a comedy scene. That's not the main story. You would know if you played the game, but that's not the main story, and like stuff like that like hardly happens in the main story. So I don't so all the things that people say in terms of criticism for it doesn't even really pan out, because it's just stupid shit that they just all kind of bandwagon on, be like, oh, look how stupid this game is. But I don't think it's fair criticism to the game. Well, fair criticism to a game would be to actually play the game first of all. But there are so many other things you can say in terms of criticism to the game. Like, I mean, I've already brought up some stuff as in terms of criticism, but like, these people suck at it. They always bring up the same thing over and over again. And the way I say it, because it's because I did say that it was a meme in the Xenoblade community, is that people always try to bait people into saying that so they can like, oh, found the person to block. And I swear, every time, ooh, nah. I legit made a fucking monkey noise there. But yeah, anyways, back to my point. I understand why people wouldn't want to play it and that they'd be turned off by the art style, because yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not the greatest. I mean, I've grown used to it, but there are some times I'm just like, but it's a great game, and it's what really started me. Oh my god! Hit him! Good Lord Almighty. Fucking A, man. It's what started, or really influenced me to like get into, well, first it was video game journalism, well, and you already know the state of video game journalism is kind of a fucking joke. But I still wanted to, you know, write some like video essays and stuff on video games, and really inspired me was Xenoblade 2 because of those people who are like, oh, don't play this game, look at how trash it is. That actually like gave me a fair chance because that was me. I kind of thought the same thing when I first played Xenoblade, or when I first saw Xenoblade at like the E3 conferences when they used to do E3. And I'll always miss E3. It was such a hype event. As nerdy as it was so fun seeing all the games that would be announced each year at E3. But that's not really a thing anymore because each company kind of has their own little conference thing. So E3's kind of just been negated into nothing, really. There's no point for it to exist, even though it was such a great event to really bring people together to get excited for game releases. But that was a tangent. But anyways, I saw it at E3 and it looked oh, finally, thank God. And on level. Yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Contemplating whether to continue going for the Herald or not. I should. But yeah, I saw it at E3. I didn't like what I saw. Like every time, because it was, since it was during E3, I remember it so clearly. The music's kind of loud. Sorry. Let me turn this down a little. But I remember what I saw so clearly on that day. It was when they were doing their showcase of Xenoblade 2, and they're in the underside part of Gormont, and it was showing like the skills that you, like the blades that you use to cut open that first log, and then you use pyro to burn it up, right? Every time they hit like one of the spiders down there was like this like crunch, this like audio crunch every single time they hit it, and it just looked very unpolished. So I was like, no, not my game. Bye. But then the game came out. My sister got it. Well, my sister originally got it for me. Ooh! Hold on. Fellas, come back. God damn it, another level 70. Alright, calm down. But my sister actually got it for Christmas from her brother. But then he never really played it, and I kind of always saw it just laying around. So one summer, like the summer of the same year, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just play it. I'm really bored and there's nothing else to do. So I began playing it and I was fucking blown away. It was a beautiful game. Like, the characters and the models and like the animation in the cutscenes, well, pre-rendered cutscenes are pretty good. But the way like their heads turn in the cutscenes, it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not farming this guy anymore. I'm doing Mr. Savagely. I'm not doing Bull. Gosh, so wired into my brain. But yeah, it was amazing. Like when I Argentum, like the first area, was already really well designed at first. Like the fact that that area was the first area you explore is kind of amazing. But just Gormont, seeing Gormont after that, it blew my mind. It was so fucking pretty. Like the way I wish honestly, when I'm old and I get fucking Alzheimer's, like I'm gonna play Xenoblade again. I gotta just to experience it for the first time again, because God, just to experience that for the first time would be a fucking dream come true. Oh god, I'm doing it again. Like, I literally had to stop and just look up and look at everything. Like, I have never experienced that in a game before. Like, before that, before playing Xenoblade. Because all the other games, like, I always played video games my whole entire life, so I've played my fair share of games, but no game has ever made me felt like that. And, okay. He didn't drop anything. You're cool. But yeah, no game has made me have that like jaw-dropping moments where I'm just literally have to stop and look at everything. And that's when, and you know, playing through Xenoblade, I had a fucking blast playing it. I thought the gameplay was really fun, and of course the story is great. Like, if you push past the fucking first couple chapters, really good stuff. And so it like really wanted me, it really inspired me to be like, hey, the shit that I see, God, I keep forgetting, the shit that I keep seeing about this game, it's like just people calling it trash and not worth it, and I'm like, that wasn't true at all. This game's phenomenal, and I know it looks crusty, but you can tell that the passion's there. And it was still a good game. Everything functioned well. There is like no game breaking shit and everything. It's not like games nowadays where they're just released as like half made and be like, don't worry guys, we're patching up the game, even though it should be a finished game on release. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It didn't look great, but it was still a finished game, and there was a lot of passion to it. A lot of content as well. I think my music ended. One moment. Oh wait, no. Okay, it's just very quiet. Okay. But yeah, all the unfair criticism that I saw about the game, and to this day, I just been like, I have to tell people about this game. I think it's unfair that these like people are tearing this game apart when they should at least give it a try, you know? So that's what really inspired me to like to really write about video games. And here I am today. I really like, did the Herald? No, I could have sworn I saw Herald. But I guess it was just his leg. Anyway, it's just funny that I gave my life story basically, and I'm just killing people on this street. Definitely thinking about playing through the Xenoblade games on stream. Again, not sure about 1. 2's a definite. Torna is 100% definite. Torna is by far my favorite out of the whole entire series. Like, if you were to make the DLCs on standalones too, if you were to separate the DLCs into their own games, Torna is 100% number 1. Torna has the best combat, or at least for me, it had the best combat. I still think 3's story is better, but God, Torna had a wonderful story. It really, they hyped up the Aegis War a lot in 2, so to be able to play it out like that in the Torna DLC is just amazing. And the maps are so beautiful. it really is just a game that can stand on its own. Like, I know it's shorter than a usual game, and a lot shorter than at least compared to a Xenoblade game. But it really could be its own story. Oh my god! Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna kill these since I need the grenades, but I don't think they even. Okay, no, they did drop it. I got 6 out of that. Okay. Or well, 5 because I had one. But yeah, Torna is just a fucking phenomenal. And so I definitely want to replay Torna. I usually do anyways. I honestly replay it a lot because of how much I love the game. So that wouldn't be too off for me. I know how to get through it pretty fast too because I have played through it a lot. And honestly 100%ed it a lot too. So that one will be pretty easy to go through. 3 I have yet to replay, but that's because it has only been a year since it was first released. So I think now is a great time to replay it, honestly, because it has been a year. And again, Xenoblade 2 has a really special place in my heart, but I think overall, I think 3 is the best game out of the trio. If we're talking about the mainline games in like on its own. Stop stealing my kill, you bitch. I know I don't get any XP out of it, but I don't get the fucking grenade out of it either if I don't kill it with the explosion. Anyway. But yeah, I think 3 is the best out of the trio. Obviously, Torna will be my favorite if we are counting DLC, but if we're just talking strictly mainline games, I think 3 is probably better than 2. I love 2 so much. It's hard because there are some aspects where 2 beats 3, but 3 beats 2. Well, I mean, I always talk strictly in 2 to 3 because for 1, I'm like, yeah, 1's not, it's okay. Like, if I were to compare it to any of them, sorry, but 1's not winning in any categories. Like, I think, okay, music is hard because I think the music in 3 is so fucking perfect. There is a lot of storytelling in 3 that is just spoken just through its music. And I have been contemplating making a video essay about that because I know a lot of people have already talked about how phenomenal the music is in this game, in 3, but it's just really, it's amazing when you really like listen to it and think it through. Like the usage of the motifs is so good, and I feel like I have to talk about that. I also want to talk about it's so hard because I want to talk about chapters 5 and 6, like literally the peak of the story. Checking, nothing. But at the same time, I want to talk about N, the character N. So I don't know whether to make 2 separate characters or 2 separate videos. Because I think like naturally that's pretty much how like having 2 separate videos would be good. But at the same time, those like that scene in Xenoblade overlaps so much with N's character. So it's kind of like I would kind of have to talk about the both of them. So I think it would be a little redundant to make 2 videos about chapters 5 and 6 and having a video dedicated to N. And then the music video also kind of overlaps with that too, because one of the best songs in the whole entire soundtrack is N's battle theme, and that's because of the storytelling through his theme. And I feel like I have to add that into the music video, but at the same time, that's also just gonna be a freaking character analysis of N's character to it. So it's, I don't know, all my videos for Xenoblade 3 are overlapping. It's hard to tell, really. Please? Okay, this Herald isn't really coming. I might change up my farm to get a change of scenery. What do I need? Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna change this actually to... Well, no, the damage on it's like the best. Ugh. Okay, well, I'll keep them for now. I technically don't need a Slugga. I got the Baby Maker, a fastball. Probably should get a Rough Rider that's 72. Want a Bada Boom. But that time, last time it didn't really go very well, so... we could try Bada Boom. Though before we do that, I do need to go to the restroom.
So I will be back. I'm gonna teleport there and pause. Or pause on this, because I know enemies can still attack me. So I will be back. Okie dokie, I am back. Okay. Oh shoot, no, the game's not. Okay, there you go. I always forget to like bring up the game because I would see the game screen on OBS, but then I won't have the actual game brought up. Alright, this is the farm where I say goodbye to all my grenades. I don't know, maybe Big Mon. Or King Mon will like me better today, who knows. Oh. I don't want to use my grenades on that thing, even though it kills it so fast. Doesn't look like it dropped, so... Yeah, alright. Kinda getting a bad feeling about it already, but what were you talking about before I left? We were still talking about Xenoblade. Honestly, we've been talking about Xenoblade this whole entire stream. Might as well just make it a fucking Xenoblade stream, but anyways. Yeah, I don't know what to make the Xenoblade video on because those three ideas really cross over. I feel like I do want to make... Oh, my voice cracked. I do. I think I do want to make a video dedicated to music and the whole... I think because there's less of a overlap with that one. A little. So... It's just so hard. I really want to talk about all of it. I think he's there. Didn't see anything there. I don't think he even gave me any grenades. Except for like that one. Mine. This one... Nah, it's really slow. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to talk about N because he's my favorite character in N3, but it just overlaps with the music one and it overlaps with Chapter 5 because there's so many things I want to talk about Chapter 5. But I think maybe I could just sack. Oh, I didn't mean to. That was insane. But honestly, at this point, I think I might sack the video about Chapter 5 because the stuff that I want to talk about Chapter 5 is it's stuff that I can talk about in the video about that goes over the music. So I think I'll be okay without it. But, oh, N is such a great character. I know I clown on him a lot, and he's like literally my, my alert for subs. Oh shit, there wasn't even a game on there.
of his scream for my alert, and it terrifies me every single time I get a sub because it catches me off guard. So maybe I should change it. But he's generally a great character. He's funny. Like the whole idea of him like freaking the fuck out because Mio died is super funny. It's also just so good. Like, for a while, I like... Oh, fuck. Him... like, making the team go through the whole cell thing, like, having them wait a whole month for Mio's homecoming with her literally being just a cell away from them is just so extra and so harsh for someone who's basically you know, because, you know, N is Noah and vice versa, and M is Mio. You'd think that he'd have some sort of sympathy for himself, even though it's like a different version of him. But I mean, and it was a joke. It's like, oh, he did that because he couldn't have his own cat girl waifu. He was bitter, and you know that's funny and all. But like when I thought about it, it like really finally clicked to me why he did that, and at least for me, the way I understood it was that because he was put through so much pain and suffering because he had to constantly watch Mio die over and over again while Z was just tantalizing him with the whole Mobius stuff. I mean, naturally you would lose your sanity a bit there. But he still feels a great load of guilt over it, especially with the stuff about the city. And him seeing Noah and Mio, there's no reason for him to do all that to them. But he kind of, I felt like the way I understood it was that he did it because he wanted to make it so he felt that his actions of like killing everyone and like having Mio be turned into a Mobius, that it was a reasonable thing to do, because he wanted to put Noah in the same position of having to pick between like two impossible choices, so he could have some like reassurance over what he did, like why he picked the decision that he did. And after I thought of that, I was like, whoo, that's good. That's fucking good. Oh, and I love you. You are a beautiful character. So I really wanted to talk about that because it's just... I know I clown on N a lot, but his character is generally amazing. And I do want to talk about his character. But... you know, that overlaps with a lot of things in the video, because I wanted to talk about that, but I also want to talk about other aspects in chapter 5 and 6 that happened alongside that. Also, the fact that A Separate Way is from his perspective, while it's playing over Noah and the rest of the group trying to break out of the prison. Fucking wonderful! So fucking good. Oh, that song! Like, every time I listen to the Xenoblade soundtrack, it just makes... Is he there? Oh shit, he is. I generally just have to sit there clutching my head every single time I listen to the Xenoblade soundtrack. Like, separate... Oh my god, he almost fucking threw me off. Oops, I don't, no. Oh wait, it's a grenade that we're doing. I thought, for a hot sec, I thought it was like a gun. that shit on the ground. Okay. But just the idea of a step away playing over that, and you think the song is about Noah and Neo, but really it's about N and M. Oh! I love it so much. I just have to. But yeah, it's kind of impossible to talk about that stuff in the music, in the video, talking about music without talking about N. So it's like, what do I do? Like everything about chapter 5 and 6 was there. It's just so perfect. Probably.
I see meat muscles.
Okay, that's nothing. Just a ray gun. Maybe it's a grenade actually. I'll go look at it.
Mine.
He seems to hate me again today. There's really nothing I could do about that. En's just a wonderful character though. I meme on him all the time, but he's generally such a great character. I will never get over it. I really won't get over him. Such a silly man, but in God, I love 3. But I mean, I went off on that because fucking course you jumped. I think what brought on this conversation was me being like, oh, there are some things that 3 does better than 2 and 2 does better than 3. And then I was talking about the music and then got off on that. So going back to that point of there are some things that 2 does better than 3 and vice versa. The music is hard because I think the cutscene music of 3 is phenomenal. And, you know, I might make a video of that, so you'll see why. But, the exploration music, like the music that plays out of cutscenes and on field, is good, but not as good as 2. I think 2 is literally cannot be beat by any game ever. Just trying to see. Okay. It's like the music for Gourmand was a big portion of why I was just so in awe when I first played Xenoblade 2, because just the way it perfectly manifested the area, like the grandiose choir kind of opening up the whole world to you to really show how big and expansive each map is. Like, Argentum was good. The music's great there and it fits the area well, but I think like Gourmand just captures it so perfectly. There's like these giant monsters and creatures roaming around, and it just really fits the vibe. But I think the best song in Xenoblade 2 was, in terms of the exploration, like the maps, is Uriah. Uriah, the music, man. Like, I play that song constantly while on stream because I have it in. Is it attacking King Mong? Oh, I've never seen it do that before. You're all psychic for you, man. Yeah. One more, one more.
I wanna hear you scream!
I totally hit him. You're anyways, Uriah, the music in Uriah is just fucking phenomenal. The way the Uriah section of the story played out is just chef's kiss, really. Like, you start off, like, you get swallowed by the whale, and you kind of start off in, like, this alien-esque setting, because you're inside, like, the whale, like, the throat and the mouth, so it just looks really weird. And it reminds you of the Bionis interior, so you're like, this is not looking too good. And the music that plays in that area is very unsettling as well. And so the way Uriah opens up, like, you see that what do they call the trees in Uriah? Sophronia, I think. You see the Sophronia trees, and you hear the music, the beautiful music of Uriah, the way it swells up as it's really just so perfectly timed to the place, because it begins to swell up as soon as you really get into the heart of Uriah, where you see the waterfalls and the sparkling water with the pools, and the way the Sophronia trees light up the whole entire area, and it's just this like beautiful mix of purple and orange with that music of Uriah. It blew my mind. Like, I just want to experience it all for the first time, because it was just so good. You know what? I'll literally play the music right now. Hold on. I just gotta. Like, it's impossible. And it's kind of sad, because the Uriah comes back, because it's like the main theme about Xenoblade 2, right? It's that mix. But I'll talk about it later. I just want to listen to the music. But like, the music starts off. Oh, shoot, maybe I should have started off with like the Uriah underside, where you start off in the area. You know what? I'll do that right now. We're going on a fucking audio. We're going on an analysis time right now. Okay. Just the music of Xenoblade 2 is just so beautiful, though. It's really incredible. But okay. I don't remember what the song is called, so it's a little hard to pick it out. It's not that. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna have to bring up the
Are they keeping the meat?
Where is it? Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay, so when you first arrive in Uriah, this is the music that plays. Obviously, you could tell that it's like very menacing. And the area that you're in is like a super dark, enclosed tunnel with a lot of like alien-esque things in it. Like, it's glowing, it's like pulsating. So it just really feels like you're in some fucking like xenomorph shit, you know? So it's not a very welcoming area to begin often. And you kind of just feel like you're entering a place that is very unsafe, and is kind of, at least in terms of the story, the first place that you enter that is where shit really starts to ramp up. So you get this music, and then as you kind of enter Uriah, where after you meet gosh, what's his name? Man, he's such a key character to Xenoblade. I can't believe I forgot his name. But you meet the Garfront mercenaries, and then you really see Uriah open up. And you hear this fucking music. This beautiful music. It is insane the way this area was played out in the story. It was so perfect. The way it, at first you feel like you're in danger, and then you finally find that source of comfort through the mercenaries, and then as you're going through Uriah, you hear this music. It's a complete tonal shift, but it fits so well into the story. I'm like going off right now, but this area means so much to me because of how perfect it is. And I don't want to skip because I love the song, but I kind of have to. So this is the part where you're kind of walking through Uriah, and you don't really see the big heart of it all, right? But as the music is swelling right here, it kind of perfectly times with the way you're walking in the area. And during this area, you see the first Phroma tree, and then it just fucking opens up, and you see that beautiful marshy area with the waterfalls and the glowing orange, and then the vines hanging off from the ceiling, like, and the city off in the distance with like the arches of the rocks. It is so good. I really, really cannot get over this area. It is wonderful. But yes, me talking about that just now kind of just shows you how amazingly designed the music is in 2 as well, at least for the exploration. Not to say that the cutscene music isn't bad either, but I think cutscene music is better in 3, but exploration music for 2 clears. I don't think any game, in my opinion, in any game that I've played, has ever been able to have me capture like that same emotion and feeling that I felt in that moment of walking through Uriah for the first time. Music is a little loud, but yeah, just that, and that should just tell you how much I love the music there. So yeah, music is a little half and half on the games, where 3 clears in terms of cutscene, and then 2 clears in terms of exploration music. 1 is good. I actually think the exploration music in 1 is better than 3. I like the music in 3, but it's clear that they went for ambiance over like actually making it like a good... Okay, I say that over making it a good song, but the thing is that they're still great songs. I still love them. But it's a lot more, it fits the somber mood of 3 more. Because with 1 and 2, the music is very vibrant and expressive. But the music in 3 is very like low key. It's everywhere you go is a war field. So it really wants to fit that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to me, it just, when comparing the music, inevitably it's going to have it so the music isn't as memorable compared to the other 2 games. So if it's one thing that 3 loses in terms of, or when compared to the other games, it's the roaming music. But it clears in that's a really bad Tesla, Jesus Christ.
clears in terms of story. I honestly think it clears in terms of characters too. Obviously, 1, in my opinion, has the worst characters, if it wasn't obvious with me ranting about Fiora. 2 had great characters, but after a while, it does feel like the characters... It's not as bad as 1, where after each character has their own arc, they're kind of forgotten, right? In 2, they did a lot better in that, but you can still kind of feel that. Because, like, say, for example, Tora, he has his moments after his main arc, but if I'm being honest, he didn't really shine that much more. Nia had a really great moment, but you know, after her moment shines and was immediately fucking stomped on with Rex saying "I love you" and all you guys, in response to her saying "I love you" to him. It's just yeah, that it's pretty bad. But yeah. I think the music paused.
But the music, not what the fuck? Not the music.
The characters after their initial arcs are kind of get forgotten. And that's kind of the case with a lot of both 1 and 2. But 3 did a great job of making it feel like everyone in the party had an equal time to shine. Obviously, Noah and Mio are going to have more because, you know, they are the main characters. But I feel like the other characters, their arcs, as well as the arcs that they share because of their Ouroboros link, I think are just as strong throughout the whole entire game. Like, I mean, in my opinion, Senna and Lons probably feel the weakest out of the group, but that's not to say that they didn't have great characters and great arcs either. Them having their arcs, even though it is weaker compared to the rest of the cast, is still stronger than what anyone in fucking Xenoblade 1 ever had, if they weren't Shulk. So, I mean, that's pretty fucking good in my book. Sorry, I just had to stop talking because I'm focusing right now. Dude, he hates me. But yeah, Uni and Tyon had great arcs of their own. And obviously, Noah and Mio, you can't go wrong with them. It's just chef's kiss on their end as well. So yeah, in terms of cast, 3 is, I think this is where it wins out compared to the other games. 2 is a close second though. It's not it's not like 2 was bad either. It's just that, you know, it kind of had that same problem as 1, where after a while the characters would kind of like tap her out compared to Rex and Pyra and stuff like that. You know what? That's inevitable, but it is like a lot more severe compared to 3, where 3 is just like when you compare all the characters, it's just so good. All of them are. But that being said, 2 still had really strong characters. I love the whole cast. There wasn't a character that I hated. I mean, I talk a bit about Tora, but even then, I can't bring myself to hate the guy. And yeah, like 2, I feel like it's a little bit unfortunate because I do love, like I said, I love all the characters, though there are ones that are way stronger than others. Like I love Leek. I love Zeke. He's so funny. He's like one of my faves. But I can't deny that he kind of, apart from just being the funny older figure, he kind of doesn't have much going for him throughout the story after you get through tonsil stuff. But at the same time, I can also excuse it for 2 because him and Morag are the 2 adults in the story, and 2 is focusing on becoming an adult and like growing up and having to sacrifice things because you're no longer a child. So them kind of being that constant figure in the story and not having a whole lot of growth makes sense. Because that's what their role is. They're just supposed to be that constant support for Rex and the others. So yeah, I can see that working, but it is a bit unfortunate that you see the other characters shine over them because of that. Okay, Hemon is really spawning, but he isn't dropping. So that's another problem in its own. He still isn't dropping. Okay. At least he drops a lot of iridium. But I'm thinking about like other stuff. Like, see, like, I don't think there's anything that 1 wins in comparison to 2 or 3, in my opinion. It's just like a lot of things that 1 does, 2 and 3 do so much better. And then, you know what, that makes sense. It's the first game in the trilogy. I mean, technically there was Xenosaga, but I mean, in terms of speaking strictly in Xenoblade, that's not much that 1 does that is like really amazing in my books. Like, it had a good story, but again, it was just Fiora. Like, why am I supposed to fucking care about her?
Why did your blood stop singing its sweet song?
I thought that was an explosive first time. Yeah, he's really not wanting to drop the bada boom, God, that looks like explosive from far away. It really fucks up with my brain. Though the one thing that 1 did, if you count the DLCs to it, Future Connected had the 10 Nalpons following you. See, and no other game had that, so you know what, props to them. I fucking love the Pawn Specters. They are the best thing to ever happen to my life. Yeah, he's really spawning. But like, he's not dropping anything. At all. So what's the point of you spawning if you're not going to drop it, you know? Oh god. Why I dodged that, but sure. Oh my god, this guy. It's also so hard to check if he even dropped it because I can't fucking see. His body's so fat. I don't think he did. God. I'm just so quiet now that I'm not blabbering about Xenoblade for like hours upon hours. I like wonder how long I went off for. So I started talking about Xenoblade for pretty early on in the stream, and I have been talking about it non-stop. I just love that series so much. I can't believe it's over. Like, I know Takahashi wants to do more stuff in the future, but to think that like the Xenoblade line is over, I don't know, man. I feel like it still really hasn't, like, when I finished Future Redeemed, it didn't really hit me. Now, part of it still hasn't really hit me yet, but like, now that, like, every time I think about it, I just get so sad. Like, that it's really over. And like, the games were pretty, well, they weren't disconnected, they were very connected, but you could play them separately for the most part without knowing anything. And that's how a lot of people felt going into 3. So like, I just wonder what Takahashi's gonna do with the series. Because even though it's not, he says that it's going to be connected, I don't know. Or it's going to still be connected. I just don't know what the story could possibly be about. Because Xenosaga and Xenoblade are connected, but they feel very different from each other. Like, yes, they both are like connected with the whole space stuff. And at the end of Future Redeemed, I didn't say this, but the little ending was, people speculate that it's Cosmos that was flying to Earth at the end. No, I kind of thought about that too. Like, I was like, oh, this is probably something Xenoblade or Xenosaga related. So there is some connections with Xenosaga and Xenoblade. That's like, you can't argue that. It's literally connected because of all the stuff that was in Future Redeemed, the radio and the ending. But the two series feel really different. Like, I still have to play through Xenosaga, but I've seen gameplay, and it sure feels different. And I've seen some cutscene stuff too, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, kill it again. Let's go. I don't want to waste my ammo on it. Got it, dude. Alright, guys.
I see meat muscles. How can I snap your neck if you don't have one?
Oh, God, what the fuck is this? This luck is actually god-awful. Yeah, I also am wondering how long it's gonna take for Takahashi to come out with all the stuff that he's gonna do for the series. He's gonna connect it all, like it always is. That's just Takahashi's thing, but I don't know, I'm just sad that it's all over. Xenoblade. Actual fucking peak fiction. I don't know, maybe there will be a series that comes that might beat it in my books, but to this day, Is it there? No. Like, I love the Nier series a lot too, but I still don't think it beats Xenoblade. Just because of how much of an impact Xenoblade has had on me. Ooh, ooh! Ah, it's worse. Damn. That's sad. How much though? A lot. It also doesn't even have strip the flesh. Yeah, that's trash. I kind of hate how the skills on the explosive damage doesn't even do anything with the explosive damage. But the skills don't even help with it. So you're really only looking for a strip the flesh. It's kind of frustrating. Like, the skills that they should have had for the explosive ones was the grenade one. Because, you know, that makes sense. You have explosive grenades. You can't have explosive, like, melee attacks. Like, there's nothing to it. Like, if you throw it, sure, but there's really nothing. Or this, where it's like the sex of bloodlust. It's just very unsatisfying how they picked the two useless skills. Before.
Don't cry when I pull your lungs out through your chest.
Oh my god. This guy's really killing me right now. Now, speaking of Future Redeemed, I think it was a good send-off to the series as a whole. There are... I think it's a good send-off to the series, but I don't think it was a good send-off to 3, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, Torna was perfect for Xenoblade 2. And that's what makes it like the best DLC. Like one of the main factors of why it's one of the best DLC in the Xenoblade series. And because it answered a lot of questions, it added a lot of character stuff for the characters. Like for Jin, it added a lot to his character, it added a lot to Malos, it added a shit ton to Mithra, and it also introduced, like, it introduced Hugo. It also, expanded on Bridget and, shit, what's his name? The water blade. Agaeon? Shoot, I don't remember. He was honestly whoa. Okay. Well, thanks for getting your body out of the way, though you still didn't drop it. He was a boring blade in base Xenoblade, but you know, I grew to like him a lot more in Torna, and then you get some stuff for Minoth. If that's, I'm sorry, I played in Japanese, so I actually don't know how to pronounce any other names. Oh shit. But yeah, he was just an old man at the theater when you meet him, but they fucking turned him into a whole lot like badass. And a character that you can really sympathize with because his life is completely ruined by all this. So you get to really see like the characters that were prominent in the past, how their lives have come to what they were in the base game, and see just how fucked up like their lives were because of the stuff that happened in the past. So that was really cool. But Future Redeemed, although it does go into like the prequel like stuff where it's like, yeah, that's how the city was created and stuff like that. I feel like there are like a lot of things that I still have questions on. Like, okay, first of all, how did Glimmer and Nicole get into the cycle of the soldier thing? And how, like, they say that they're Rex's kids, but I just don't get it how they got into the cycle, you know? Because how are they born? And then they're like, oh, sorry, you lost your kid. They don't know who you are because they've died so many times that their memories have been reset and they don't know you. And I'm just like, were they born before that and them dying in that world caused them to be in the cycle, the soldier cycle, or what? Like, there's so many questions. And I thought it was going to make Z a better antagonist. Z, okay, I gotta say it, Z fucking sucks. He is the most boring character ever. He's so generic. Like, I love 3, but him as the last villain was so underwhelming. Like, the last boss was so boring. I was yawning during that shit. Like, legitimately yawning. So, that was a thing. Like, end stuff was magnificent. He was an amazing antagonist, but then you contrast that to Z and you're like, oh. Can we go back to N? I know we just we just killed him, but like, come on, can we get back to that? Exactly, Krieg, that's how I feel about N. Okay, honestly, this might be the last one before I really just call it quits. Because this is really ridiculous. I don't see it. What the fuck, man? Alright, well, I think that's that for today. I'm going to end it. Well, actually, I should probably like fast travel to like Sanctuary or something before I leave. But yeah, I think we'll leave it off there. It's going to be a little shorter than usual, but again, I am streaming on my own, and all I'm doing is just farming, and you can really only do so much farming in a day. Like, I think I can go further, but nah, I think I'll just call it here. So, great Xenoblade discussion today. That's all we did, really. I mean, we got the fastball, and we got some heralds that are not that great. And we got a three-way Hulk. It's not bad. I actually think that is towards sight, so that matches. I think that Hyperion grip, I don't know, but I think that is towards stock, so it's not bad. Fits. You know what? Let me test it out real quick. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Unfortunately, two shot, but it feels nice. Fast fire rate. It's an okay. The reload speed's a little slow, but you know, it works. It works. But yeah, that'll be it for today then. So thank you all for coming to my lovely Xenoblade discussion stream. I really went off. I'm definitely gonna look back to see to see how long I talked about Xenoblade. I'll probably rename the stream too. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Hopefully Cosmic will be feeling better on Thursday, and that Trash Queen will be good for Baldur's Gate as well. Fortunately, the stream numbers will not be lined up, but it happens. Nothing we can do about it. But yeah, once again, thank you for coming, and hope you have a good, nice rest of your day. See you on Thursday. Bye.